Hello and welcome. Thanks for joining me here. This is going to be the first go-around of me using the OBS software to live stream this and screen capture and analyze, decode Q's drops. We can do it here live, and I think this is how I'm going to start doing these sorts of analysis of Q drops in the future. Saves me time on editing, and I can do a lot more of these videos if I just do it live, because of course Q is posting like wildfire lately. So bear with me here. I'm still learning the OBS program, still learning how to utilize multiple screens here to go live and do it from my laptop rather than on my cell phone. So anyway, as you can see, got the screen here, and I might as well update this because I think Q's even posting just this morning. So if you guys let me know how you like this setup, of course, let me know in the comments below. Got the chat up here. So hello everybody. Thanks for joining me. All right. Now, in this one, I would usually do these videos chronologically from oldest to newest, but of course, it's been quite a few days since I've really done any sort of videos on this channel. So I'm going to go just from latest ones, drop, let's see here, half an hour ago that we got, and probably go through the last couple of days. So latest drop, 2833. This one is a tweet from John Solomon. John Solomon, who contributes to The Hill. Sometimes that Q has let us know is trustworthy in the past. And his tweet here from about 45 minutes ago says, a third dossier, the family secret Bruce Ohr told Rod Rosenstein about the Russia case. Interesting. So a little more news breaking there. And just letting you guys know, some of these drops I'm seeing for the first time right now. So I don't have quite that much background to them. I'm just going to go over them basically right now. Q saying, we are the news now. And that is absolutely the truth, being as how many people follow Q, tune into the drops. Just on qmap.pub here, we've got 250,000 people online, just this one website. Add the other Q websites like qanon.pub, add all the people browsing YouTube, browsing Twitter, browsing 8chan, millions and millions. This drop here, 2831, excuse me. This is an article from the Washington Post in their paper that was published today. It says, Trump reportedly growing tired of Coates, job on the line. Q saying, what a coincidence. Boom. This Anon on Twitter posting the WAPO report there. How did they get that? How did the Washington Post get that information that Trump and Coates' relationship is rocky there? Well, right here, Q is emphasizing, didn't see Dan Coates in the mainstream media these last couple days, meaning that there is no other logical reason for them to post outside of being hip. I would assume that means here, hi to Q drops, hip to Q drops. P.S. Did Haberman stay on the train? So right here, Q essentially emphasizing the idea that, these mainstream media people are breaking these reports that they're getting off of 8chan, that they're getting off of Q's drops. So that was kind of an interesting way to snuff them out from Q there. And then this drop, 2830, posting a tweet from Trump back in 2015, so almost 4 years ago. It says, when you can't make them see the light, make them feel the heat, quoting Ronald Reagan there. And, who's that? Praying Medic? Shout out to Praying Medic there. So Q then emphasizing that again, when you can't make them see the light, make them feel the heat, from Ronald Reagan with that meme there. I agree. I very much agree. Then post 2828. This is still from this morning, about an hour ago. Q linking a tweet from Donald Trump saying, the press has never been more dishonest than it is today. Stories are written that have absolutely no basis in fact. The writers don't even call asking for verification. That's fact. They do that in the mainstream media. They do that in the alternative media just as much. That was a tweet from Donald Trump this morning, 4:20 a.m. on the 20th of February. Stories are written that have absolutely no basis in fact. Q reiterates there, hashtag facts matter. Going down the line here, 2827, this is back to the idea of that Dan Coates news showing up in WAPO. Q gives us a couple of examples here. One from New York Times reporter. A month ago, POTUS told New York Times in Oval Office that he was happy with Coates. but the news is breaking somehow that Dan Coats could be leaving. So how did they get that news? Why are Senator Susan Collins and Maggie Haberman on this love train now with Dan Coats? Trying to attack the president that way? Do you think nobody is paying attention to the drops? Q says. Next one, 2826. So, Q says, when their attempts to silence through print fail, they must now include TV and video. Because I think it's about half and half these days. Half the people out there like to get their information from written form. Half the people out there like videos. They like TV. They just like to listen. So TV and video, that's why YouTube is growing in popularity. Video sources of news are gaining in popularity. And that's why they have to attempt to silence through TV and video. Q gives us this link to a YouTube video. And this YouTube video is from a Comedy Central skit. The show that this was on was called The Opposition with Jordan Klepper. This was from almost a year ago, March 20th, 2018. I remember when this came out. And this is the skit here. They have this guy trying to act like he's Morpheus and roll through all this misinformation on Q's drops, poke fun at it, mock it, ridicule it. And they even use, I love this part, they use Dylan Monroe's Q map in it. So check it out. They're even using Dylan Monroe's Q map. You can see it here. That's it right there. Shout out Dylan Monroe. You can see it behind my head. They use shots of this map in their piece here, but hold on, I want to get to the part where I can. So they actually changed the wording. So you can see right here it says secret program. That's what Comedy Central put up. That's supposed to say secret space program. So they actually edited out some of the words from Dylan's map because I guess it was too much to put out in the public domain, right? They don't want secret space program being subconsciously embedded into people's minds. They want secret program. They want to water it down if they're going to put any of that stuff out there. So shout out Dylan. They used your map on Comedy Central, and they had to, your map is so badass, they had to water it down and edit it before they showed it. Can you sue for that? Are they using your intellectual property here, Dylan? I don't know. You might want to check into that. They might be breaking some rules there. But Q emphasizing, why put so much attention into a so-called conspiracy? Why is it critically important for them to change your opinion or prevent you from opening your mind? We know the answers to that one. Down here, fake wood including Q reference in NCIS TV episode. So thank you for the super chats, my friends, and what you guys are doing in the chat room. I just don't have like 8 eyes to be able to look at that over there. But anyway, this tweet that Q links, let's check it out. Watching NCIS New Orleans, they are talking about Q. Wow, NCIS New Orleans last night put out an episode where they actually referenced Q multiple times in it. They also referenced, made snide remarks at Area 51, Pizzagate, and the Grassy Knoll, so the JFK assassination, sort of throwing shade on all those things. And Q saying, filters picking up many references tonight. Desperate to sway opinion. Most definitely. Now getting into Q referencing Ben Garrison's artwork here. So one of the Anons on 8chan posting screen capture from Ben Garrison's latest animation. There it is right there, his latest artwork. And right up there, you can see there's a Q. Ben Garrison's been following Q for a bit. He's hinted at it on his Twitter. He follows me, he follows a lot of other people who report about Q. So Ben Garrison, love your work. And in this drop here, an Anon says, he needs to be invited to the White House, Q. Q says all he needs to do is ask. So I'm sure that'll happen soon. I would definitely take up that opportunity if I did. I'm sure Ben Garrison will, but what if I asked? What if I asked? Let's see here. Next drop, 2821. We're getting to last night's, February 19th here. And Q responds to an Anon in need. Always love when Q goes back and forth with the Anons, offers support from any of them that share their stories there on 8chan. It's very good to see. And let's see here. This drop, 2820. 9 months ago, POTUS asked for Department of Justice investigation into Spygate. Interesting, 9 months ago. And then I hereby demand a second investigation after Schumer, Pelosi for her close ties to Russia and lying about it. Review time, Q says. Review time. These are some new drops to me. I haven't seen these ones quite yet. And then getting into 2818 repost, the executive basis for declassifying the Carter Page FISA. Q made this drop back in September, re-emphasizing it here today because there's a lot of stifling. There's a lot of fake news, misinformation going on, saying there's no basis to the national emergency, fake national emergency. I've seen a lot of deep state bad actors try and say. So here was the executive basis for declassifying FISA and doing what needs to be done there. And then in this long drop, Q points out typo in previous drop, error made, always on the move. So Q team, always on the move. Don't be so caught up with every single little misspelling that occurs. Context is always key there. But 2816 says the declassification of all requested documents plus more will occur. Do not let personal, emotional desires, do it now, what is taking so long now, take over. Logical thinking and strategy should always be applied. Absolutely. Game theory. That was mentioned in some of Q's very first drops, game theory. It's basically a global game of risk going on right now, so there's always strategy in play. We all want to see equal justice under the law. New threats, investigations by the Southern District, New York, Attorney General Adam Schiff, Maxine Waters. In an effort to delay, prevent, release, insurance extension will fail. Transparency is the only way forward. Define the following: treason, sedition, subversion, conspiracy to commit, ... Do you understand and fully appreciate the gravity of the situation? Do you understand and fully appreciate what POTUS endures each and every single day? I can imagine, seeing all the attacks against him. He's got to wake up every single morning and deal with a new barrage. He loves this country. He loves you. We must stand together and fight. They want to keep you unaware, keep you blind, keep you sedated, all to keep your mind closed and shut down. And I'm just going to keep going here for a few more minutes. Just kind of working through figuring out how to do all this. Thank you guys for hanging out, joining me. So, let's see. Discretion must be applied when dealing with matters of national security, sensitive, ongoing investigations. Q referencing this tweet from Sarah Carter, another trustworthy journalist. It says, exclusive, 1 year later, the president ordered the ODNI, the Office of the Director of National Intelligence, and the NSA to do it more than a year ago. We have yet to see that implemented. Representative Devin Nunes told Sarah Carter. It's basically the ODNI and the NSA. It's been taking them a year to get the information that Nunes requested regarding unmasking of individuals. Q saying to that, discretion must be applied. Info released to date was necessary in order to refute the fake news narrative and provide the public with the taste of the truth, i.e. future events. Confidential sources in the House that you gain critical info from, insert info between critical and from. Critical info from is simply one of many vehicles being used by design. Controlled at the top, no leaks for this reason. So everything we're learning about these investigations is planned. That's whether it's from a journalist or from the House or whatever the case. Now, I would imagine discretion must be applied when dealing with matters of national security means that, yeah, it's taken the ODNI and NSA a year to get out this information, but that's because even that is quite sensitive. And there's a very strategic way that its info needs to be disseminated. How much, when, who, how, etc. So info released to date was necessary in order to refute the fake news narrative. Joe DiGenova discusses McCabe's 60 Minutes interview. Q links us a YouTube link to Joe DiGenova's recent appearance on a radio show from a couple of days ago talking about McCabe's 60 Minutes interview. Go watch it. Q, we are Q. Graphic there. And I love how Q's putting a shill on blast here. So an Anon will look to be a shill on 8chan, saying in control of what? Nothing. That's what Q says. Are you ready, shill? Survival of the fittest. And links a 3-minute YouTube video basically showing the power of the military. It's an entertaining video, that's for sure. I liked it. Haven't seen it before. And I love how Q's putting the shills on blast. Patriots in control. Start from the beginning. Small sampling of proofs. Patriots in control. You are the news now. You are the news. Let's see down here. Trump administration launches global effort to end criminalization of homosexuality. And yet they're calling POTUS racist, sexist, all this slander, all these pejorative terms. But the fake news pushes the narrative that POTUS is what? Wake up, America. QAnon is 100% coming from the Trump administration. Q linking this YouTube video saying, "Thank you, Patriot." And this video is from the channel Where We Go One, We Go All. Q is 100% coming from the Trump administration. You cannot deny that. If you deny that, you're either just too lazy to research or you've got some sort of narrative you're trying to push. Compromise for deeper reasons. All right, guys, so that's all that I'm going to do for this one. We went back the past day. I can go a lot longer, but I've got to get moving this morning, and I'm sure, just like Q's been posting like wildfire, there's going to be a lot more later today. So I'll be doing this again very soon, maybe on a daily basis, depending on how much Q drops. You let me know if you enjoyed this sort of style in the comments below. You know, I'll make this setup prettier here in the box, but fancy isn't what I'm looking for right now. So appreciate it, guys. Take care. Have a great day. Done for this one.